Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another video. It's your fellow brown guy who's trying not to get copyrighted while reacting to videos. A lot of you have been asking me to react to more of Trevor Noah stuff. There's only one video that I have watched of Trevor Noah previously. It is there in my channel. You can go check it out. It was how British colonized India, which was really good actually. So you can probably go check it out in my channel. And today we will be reacting to Trump Takes India from The Daily Show. So it was 4 years before, but I do believe it has a lot of relevance because Trump is actually standing in the elections. Might or might not win based on the current statistics. Kamala is more likely to win. So without any further ado, let's get started.
Donald Trump, still not used to saying that. Last night, he flew 8,000 miles for his first state visit to India. Now, Trump's in India partly to negotiate a trade deal and partly to get his copy of the Kama Sutra signed. Yeah, Trump and Melania use that book all the time. Her favorite position is the one where she's on top and he's not in the room. Now,
Oh yeah, isn't that true? Yeah, he had some allegations of him having sex with a porn star, right? Is Trump and his wife separated? See, the thing is, most of my feed is liberal, so I don't get a lot of the Republican stuff into my feed, so I'm biased towards Kamala. Like, maybe there are some of the policies that might help US citizens, but in the long run, having Trump as a president, I don't think it's a good idea, personally, from like every information that I have, which might be biased because most of my feed is liberals. January 6th, I don't know if there's any way you can justify that. Like, give me one good comment justifying January 6th, then I probably change my mind on it, right?
you might be wondering, how would a country full of brown people react to a visit from Donald Trump? Well, it turns out from the moment Trump arrived, it was love at first sight.
President Trump just arrived this morning for a two-day visit. The president received what's being called a king's welcome, orchestrated by the Indian Prime Minister. The president headed a massive rally packed with more than 100,000 people.
A Make America Great Again rally, India style. They even blasted Macho Man before the president took the stage. And when he did, a show of affection for India's Prime Minister.
Namaste, Trump! The president is overwhelmingly popular here in India, where his pro-business, tough-on-terror image is widely admired.
I happen to like Prime Minister Modi a lot. He says between the stadium and the airport, we'll have about 7 million people, so it's going to be very exciting.
7 million people came out to see Trump go from the airport to the stadium? That's impressive. Although, to be fair, it's also India. There's 7 million people between any two locations.
Yeah, that's the thing. I did not act surprised because there can be a huge number of people, you know.
Yeah, I mean, the line at Indian Starbucks is 7 million people. There are Indian brides right now who are like, no, daddy, I just want a small wedding, no more than 7 million people. It's like, okay, Anushka, first cousins only. Okay. But it is true that Donald Trump is very popular in India. Right? Some like him because of his anti-Muslim rhetoric. Some like him because...
What? There are like a lot of radical Hindus who actually does not want Muslims to be living in India. And see, that's not the case for every single Indian. India is a secular country. Not every Indian wants that. Obviously, not me. Some like him. Okay, some. He used the word some. Fine.
Some like him
I'll
because
let
of
that
his business
pass.
savvy. And all of them like him because his skin looks like tikka masala. And since India is so
He looks yellow. Why does he look yellow?
Of President Donald Jaipal Trump, they pulled out all the stops for his visits.
At India's famous Taj Mahal, workers paint, spruce and polish. Roads are renovated, and nearby the Yamuna River rises as millions of litres of water are released to cover its foul, polluted smell.
Preparations included a hastily built wall that critics say was meant to block the view of a slum, keeping thousands of poor people out of sight.
Yeah, India is trying.
Yeah, that happens a lot. That happened in the G20 summit or something, right? That happened in Mumbai. And Mumbai is one of the places where you can see like the richest people and the poorest people. You know, the richest person in India, Mukesh Ambani, he had the like the most expensive building that you can see in India, his house, next to a big slum. And they had to cover the whole place up because, you know, eminent people would be coming from other places. And they had to block the whole view of that just by covering it with curtains, which is bullshit. I don't like that.
To impress Trump that they're building new roads, cleaning up dams, and even building a wall to hide their slums.
Yeah.
And you know Trump's got to love that. He's just like, you see, they built a wall, and I haven't seen a single Mexican. It works out.
Yeah.
Now, India cleaning its rivers and streets for Trump might seem extreme, but if you think about it, this is basically what guys do whenever a girl says she's coming over, right? Yeah, you make the bed, pick up your clothes, hide all your junk in the closet, then she calls and says she can't make it, and you're like, damn it, so I flushed the toilet for nothing? So clearly India is trying to give Trump a memorable experience. There was, however, one tiny culture clash that Trump had to deal with.
Donald Trump is in India this morning, but he could be forced to go without his favourite meals of burgers and steaks. India's Prime Minister, Narendra Modi, a devout vegetarian, plans not to serve any meat to the president during his visit. One person who's familiar with President Trump's eating habits has told the media they're worried about how he'll cope with the lack of meat, saying, "I have never seen him eat a vegetable."
I honestly don't know what's stranger. The fact that Trump might eat vegetables, or that people are actually worried about how it will go. Because you realize the news wasn't even snarky about it. They weren't like, haha, the president has to eat vegetables.
Did that actually happen? Did they not give Donald Trump meat when he came to India? I'm pretty sure they must have served a lot of people whatever they wanted. If you want to have beef, there are places in India you can have beef. Okay. So,
Vegetables, they were like, yo, if Donald Trump eats broccoli, he could die.
Yeah, he could be. I do believe he might be from another planet.
And you know what I was thinking is what's worse for him is that cows are so sacred in India that they're allowed to just wander around in the city. So can you imagine how hard that's going to be for him? He hasn't eaten beef for 2 days, and then he's just going to start seeing cows in the streets, and he's going to be like, oh my God, I'm hallucinating. All the cows I've eaten have come back to haunt me. I'm sorry, cows. I'm so sorry. So sorry. But I will say I'm impressed because despite the beef issue, Trump is making the best of his India trip. In fact, he even made an effort to show the Indian people how much he respects them by trying to speak their language. And it went about as well as you would think.
India welcomes us at the world's largest cricket stadium right here in Ahmedabad. Namaste, Chiwala, Gujarat, Sardar Patel, Ashram, Sachin Tendulkar, Gujarat, Goa, Diwali. As the great religious teacher.
It's a lot of meme material, but he got some of the words right. You know, at least he tried. He memorized all of those. So, yeah, I'm not going to give him shit for that. Not bad, Trump. Not bad.
Kamunand.
Oh, man. He shouldn't have tried that one. Man. It's Swami Vivekananda.
Oh, man. Oh, even if that pronunciation was right, that facial expression was so wrong. That looked like the most exercise he's gotten in decades. Just like, come on. All right, that's my steps for the day. I'm done. Oh, man. Now, this was really interesting. After Trump butchered half the Hindi dictionary, Indian Twitter lost their minds, right? People were coming on like, dude, it's not namaste, it's namaste. Who messes up namaste? It says namaste. But to those Indians, I say, please, don't be mad, right? Trump may not be able to pronounce Hindi words, but he can't pronounce English words either, so he's an equal opportunity offender. And besides, think about it. It would be way scarier if Trump had come out all fluent in Hindi. Can you imagine if he just came out and he's like, "Kaise tumhare dil, main tumse pyar, aapka baal bahut sundar hai."
Wait, what?
Kuch kuch hote aaye, bigly.
Dude, okay. Not bad, Trevor. Not bad at all.
It would have been weird. So, that was day one of President Trump's trip to India. And you know what? I'm proud of the president. I'm really proud of him for teaching us a valuable lesson. And that is no matter how old you are, you can still go to new places, make new friends, and have new mind-blowing experiences like eating a carrot for the first time. And to that...
The thing is, like, you know, he's making a lot of generalizations about India out here. It might be very difficult for you to consume, but all Indians are not brown, okay? There are black Indians and there are white Indians. If you go to Kashmir, an average Kashmiri looks like as white as a regular Brit. And there are, in northeastern states of India, like Manipur and all, regular average Manipuri looks like a South Korean or maybe a North Korean, maybe Chinese. I am staying in a state called Kerala. Here, beef is a very popular diet. It is a Hindu majority state. Over 60% of Kerala is populated by Hindus, and a lot of them, most of them eat beef. And there are other states like Tamil Nadu which eats beef a lot. Maybe they don't slaughter as much. And Maharashtra is one of the largest exporter of beef within India, and India is the third largest exporter of beef in the world. Yes, there is a cultural importance to cows, and we do consider cows as sacred beings. Might be able to see cows wandering around in different places of India, in different cities and all. It can be a sight. Also, Hindi is like the national language, but it does not mean that it's a language of every single person. For me, my language is Malayalam. I don't know, maybe more than 10 languages at least, I'm assuming. There are different religions, there are different castes. India is not just the single picture that you see from outside. There's a lot to India. When you think India is a complex country.
To that I say, namaste.
Namaste. I think I've said pretty much everything that I wanted to say prior to the video ended, so I don't have an outro thought. I think I already made it clear that I have a liberal mindset, not a communist mindset. Communism sucks. We have consumers who want, who has needs, and they want products to satisfy their needs. Communism cannot actually take care of that. We need like some kind of capitalism. We need corporates to actually identify their needs and process that information and actually build it into things so that we can provide them with the required products. But I am left leaning, even though I don't like communism at all. I do believe in inclusion and helping all people coming together. But like the right wing says, there are a lot of things which can go a little bit overboard. For example, like furries, or like making small children getting to choose their gender, which might be a bad thing. I do agree with that. There is good in both sides, but I personally do believe there is more good in the liberal side. That's why I always am someone who is left leaning for now. Maybe something in future might change my mind, but for now I do believe in the liberal idea. I do believe that there is a huge immigration crisis that is going on in US, primarily because of the illegal immigration. The Democrats have actually came up with a law to actually reduce this immigration crisis, but the conservatives voted against it for some reason. Maybe they wanted to push this issue till the election so that they could get advantage on that. I'm not sure, man. Like they say that Trump is going to create a lot of walls and barriers as mentioned in this video. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. Either way, I don't think Trump is a solution to America's problem. Maybe somebody else from the Republican Party could have been. Maybe someone like Vivek Ramaswamy. Maybe I'm being fed poison by the liberal media, but that's my opinion. Not that anybody cares, but yeah, that's it. That's my opinion. You should watch more of Trevor stuff. Do you have more of Indian Trevor stuff? Then let me know in the comment section. I am excited to check it out. Until I see you guys next video, good night and goodbye.